defense.
And what a day it was from that front line for the Pittsburgh Steelers, everybody. Welcome in here to the Truth Serum. Joey the Truth Wagner with you. You were just watching the postgame press conference this afternoon for Mike Tomlin and Russell Wilson as the Pittsburgh Steelers win again. Mike Tomlin says they are in the business of winning, and business today was booming. The Steelers win 27-14 over the Cleveland Browns this afternoon. Steelers are up to 10 wins on the year. They are currently third in the AFC, leading their division, the AFC North, with a 10-win, 3-loss record. They have a 2-game advantage over the Ravens. In addition to defeating Baltimore in the first of 2 head-to-head meetings, the Steelers and the Ravens play December 21st on a Saturday at 4:30 from Baltimore. If the Steelers win that football game, the AFC North Division title is theirs. But everybody, this was a grinded-out type football game, grinded-out win for the Steelers, especially on the offensive side of the ball. George Pickens, minutes before kickoff, was ruled inactive with a hamstring injury. As a result, the Steelers' pass offense was a bit of mush, but it was a winning effort. Russell Wilson, 15 of 26, 158 yards, 2 touchdowns, no interceptions, passer rating of 101. Wilson actually used his legs to run for a couple of key first downs in the first half of the football game. Najee Harris had a rushing touchdown, and the receiving touchdown went to Pat Freiermuth. He was Pittsburgh's leading receiver today with 3 catches for 48 yards. And Van Jefferson, his only catch of the day, was a receiving score as well. The defense, this was the day of the defense. I mean, monster performances all over the place for the Steeler defense. Cameron Hayward with 2 sacks. Deshaun Elliott was a monster with 13 tackles. Patrick Queen had 10 of his own. Alex Highsmith, in his return from injury, added a sack. The Steelers also had 2 interceptions as well. One by the defensive tackle Keanu Benton, the other by James Pierre. They also had a fumble recovery on special teams. This was one that pretty much, especially once the third quarter hit, the Steelers, as they always have pretty much done for a lot of this season, third quarter came and they took off. They took off in the third quarter, zooming their way to a comfortable lead and a comfortable win. So the Steelers are 10-3. Other games going on in the 1 p.m. window in the NFL. The Saints eked past the Giants 14-11. Jacksonville getting their 3rd win of the year, beating Tennessee, so a couple of 3-10 teams now in the AFC South. Vikings, what a day by Sam Darnold. 347 yards through the air, 5 touchdowns. Big win for Minnesota. They're at 11-2. And the Philadelphia Eagles survived the Carolina Panthers, winning that game by 6. Tampa Bay, 7-6 on the year, and they are now the leaders of the NFC South Division. Also currently going on right now, Jets and Dolphins in overtime. Game tied at 26, and we will see if Miami is able to cap off the win and send Aaron Rodgers to yet another loss. But we will see with that. Like the video, sub to the channel, and more coverage here coming from the Truth Serum on this NFL Sunday.